Doodles. It's Hailey, Reese, and
Sarah.
And we are once again on the road. We are on the road again for 31 days of Halloween because it's close to the end now and we need to set things up a little bit. So we're really excited. If you guys can guess where we are right now, drop a comment down below. But today's video is the one that I already know is gonna be extremely controversial. If you've been on my channel for a while, you guys would know that not only do I believe in ghosts and entities and different realms and all of that jazz, but I also believe in elementals and just there's a whole world of magic out there and just so much beyond. And one of those things that's included in my beliefs is that I do believe that fairies exist. Even if we don't always see them in our dimension, they do exist in other dimensions, and sometimes our dimensions can cross. So I did a video talking a little bit about growing up in my haunted house and how all of the generations saw fairies and gnomes. And then a while back, I did the video on the little girl trapped in the fairy realm, which I have yet to receive an update on, and I get questions about that all the time. Actually, that really affected you.
Yeah.
You ask me about that all the time. But one of the reasons that that really deeply affected Sarah is because Sarah actually went to the fairy dimension when she was a child. And I know that that sounds totally insane. And one of the reasons that we haven't told it yet is because Sarah's sister experienced it with her. So initially I thought, excuse me. Initially I thought that maybe I would have them both tell the story to you guys, so that it kind of authenticated it. But we decided, why not just tell it? Because I've wanted her to tell you guys this story forever. Yeah. I had chills when Sarah told me about it. Because when we first started ghost hunting, I'd said to Sarah, like, do you believe in the fairies and stuff? Because I do. And she told me this story and I was like, you have to tell them. And at first I didn't want to.
No, I didn't want to. Because it's like, people don't believe you when you're talking about something so far-fetched to them, right?
Yeah.
And until you experience something, and until you've been in a world where there's no explanation for it, like, you'll never believe it till you see it, I guess. So we are asking you to believe in the unbelievable because that's what we do.
It's so true. So here is Sarah telling you guys her experience. I'm just gonna like sit here and hear it again because it's been a while since you've told me this story. So let's get into it.
Yay. So I'm not very good at this, but anyways. So when I was 12 years old, my sister and I, we were at our house by ourselves. Our parents had just divorced and we were in a kind of a really negative place. And we lived in a very small town. There's nothing much to do. So I mean, we had like 3 TV channels, which I know now seems crazy, but when, you know, I'm a little bit older than y'all. So
was it your twin sister?
Yeah, my twin sister.
Important to know. I told you guys Sarah's a twin. It was her twin sister she's referencing, but continue.
Yeah. So nobody was home, and me and my twin sister decided to go for a walk because that's what we did when we were super bored. So we went out, and I lived in the country, so I had an acre property just outside of town, but there was farmland like all around us. So we had lots of places to go and explore. And we had been on this land a million times. We had explored all we thought we could explore, and we were just taking a normal walk. So then one time we went past the pond where we lived, and it was kind of a gloomy day. But then all of a sudden we're getting closer to this like foresty area, almost a meadow that didn't really seem recognizable to us. And we're just walking, and we kept going and going, and then all of a sudden, like, it was like the sun appeared and we were in this fairy garden. And it wasn't even that at first. We were just like, kind of, you know, when you see on movies where people go into this special place and it's like all of these flowers and all of like magic appears, right? And it's the most beautiful place you've ever seen. That's exactly what happened to us. So there was not a creek, but like the river had turned into this pool kind of a thing where you could swim in this pool. There was beautiful like flowers I had never seen all over the place. There was this swing hanging there. There was this sign me and my twin sister, we can't remember what it said, if it said paradise or I'm not sure what it said, but it was this beautiful like little sign, something you would picture as a child to be the most wonderful place. That was it.
Was there like a waterfall?
Yeah.
I thought you told me there was a waterfall.
Yeah, and there was like, my sister described it as like a crab castle where like little sea things would come in and out. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember that part as clear as she does. Like when she tells it, that's why I kind of wish she was here because she can see what she saw, because we experienced the same thing, and it was like, everybody keeps telling us, you know, that couldn't have happened, but we were there for a full day, and it didn't even seem like any time had passed. It was, we didn't want to leave, and then we're like, on the way home, we're like walking and talking like, oh my God, we have to take everybody we know back there. Like, this is the best place in the world. So we're walking home and talking about it. All of a sudden, we get home and we're like, let's call everybody, and tomorrow we're gonna take everybody back to the fairyland. Like, this place is amazing. So we called I think we called like 2 of our friends and my cousin, and we're like, you have to come see this place. You're not gonna believe it. It's the most gorgeous place in the world. So, like, we could hardly even sleep that night. Like, we thought we really found paradise. So the next day, we take our friends and our cousin, and we go into following our footsteps, but even like we had taken the same path, it didn't look like it was the same path we had taken. And I'm like, where did that go? Like, we know it's this way, so we kept walking and walking, and then we get to this place that should have been it. And it was like a farmer's field, but like still had trees and stuff, but like cow hoof prints all over. There was cow poo all over. There was a piece of wood that looked like it should have been the paradise sign laying on the ground. And we were so confused. We're like, no guys, like, we swear to God, we were here yesterday. It was the most magical place you had ever seen. And like, to this day, you can't tell me I wasn't there. To this day, you can't tell me I didn't walk through some sort of a dimension to see what I had seen. Like, and I think I always believed in the unbelievable before that, because I've had like different experiences with, you know, ghosts and things like that, spirits. But to see that kind of magic, I've never experienced anything. So when people joke around and say they can see other dimensions or, you know, that kind of stuff, like, I'm always game to believe it, because I can't not believe it after what I know I saw as a child. And to this day, like, my twin sister and I will tell you the exact same story. And I don't know if it was because we were in such a dark place, because our parents had just divorced, and like, we needed to believe in something else.
Yeah.
We needed to see something, that there was actually more. And
the magic of it. And
the magic of us walking, and I don't even remember what we were thinking. We just wanted to escape. Like,
wow.
We wanted to go somewhere, do something. Like, we wanted the magic, and we found it. And maybe we couldn't take people back because they didn't need to see what we saw.
Yeah.
And I truly believe it was out there, and if I could go back, if I could take everybody back there for one day, it was the most beautiful place.
It was so crazy, you guys, because Sarah told me this, I think 2 years ago, and she called her sister, and right away her sister was like, could you imagine the embarrassment of us telling people that we'd found paradise, and we get there and it's filled with cow feces and like nothing that we said was there. And the way that she told it, I knew, like, not that I would ever not believe Sarah, but it was just so validating and so real. But I wanted to ask you, did you ever see fairies, or did you just know that that was like fairyland subconsciously?
No, like, I just knew that was where a place of fairies would be.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Like, no, we didn't actually see, like, I can remember like seeing flittery things, but not, I couldn't say for sure that that was a fairy.
Yeah, like, could have been butterflies
right.
or something. But either way, she believes that she went to another dimension. And what I think is so freaking cool about your story is the fact that you said that there was a log that like looked like it should have been in the place of the sign.
Yeah.
And it kind of shows how 2 dimensions can overlap, and one dimension has the same space, but in a totally different way than the other dimensions, kind of like parallel universes in different ways. But yeah, so that is Sarah's fairy story, you guys. I think it's so insane. If you guys have ever experienced anything like this, let me know in the comments below. I know that Sarah will be reading the comments too, so if you have anything you want to say about it, let us know below too. And if you think it's totally insane, just wait until one day where you experience something and you're like, wait a minute, that can't be explained. But I really want to bring back something magical here on my channel again, because it was getting a little dark. Sarah had a gaping gash. Actually, people keep telling me that it wasn't gaping. They're like, you have a very different perception of a gash.
Yeah.
It was deep.
It was gross.
And I'm dramatic.
You guys have no idea. Like, it was disgusting.
She even said, like, earlier today, she's like, you have no idea, Hailey, how quickly it healed once the holy water went on. Like, So I thought it'd be fun to bring something more magical, uplifting, and spiritual here on the channel. So if you guys want to hear anything more about these types of things, let me know in the comments below. Today's letter of the day is the letter A, and if you guys are new to my channel or you are just not yet subscribed but you do enjoy my videos, I would really, really love it if you go ahead and click that subscribe button, and please give this video a big thumbs up for Sarah telling her story that she used to be nervous to share. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness, and until tomorrow, we love you guys.